It's easy for leaders to say, bring me solutions, not problems. What's harder is actually teaching your team how to do just that. Today, I'm going to change that. Today, I'm going to show you how to teach your team to search for ways to resolve a situation instead of complaining about it. When problems emerge, most leaders just wish their team would focus more on searching for ways to resolve a situation instead of complaining about it. Unfortunately, many people don't know where to begin. And what's worse is most leaders struggle on how to actually get their team to be more solution-minded. See, leaders at every level hear problems all day long. Employee problems, client issues, financial challenges, process arguments, competitive pressures. The list is endless. And when that happens, it's easy for leaders to say, I just wish they would bring me solutions, right? But did you ever stop to think just for a second that they don't know how? That they really want to, but they don't know how? See, your job as a leader is to teach them how to focus on solutions, not problems. And I want to help. If you want your team to be more solution-minded and focus more on solutions, not problems, you have to teach them three things. First, before asking for a solution to any problem, you have to first change the employee's mindset about the problem. See, I see a lot of leaders, especially newly appointed ones, that just have this overwhelming desire to have a team and business that is problem-free. I don't know where it comes from, but they just assume that their business and team is supposed to be problem-free. Make no mistake, business is all about change, and change by design brings upon new challenges. No industry is immune to it. In fact, change is the one constant in life. Unfortunately for many, change creates anxiety, change creates doubt and fear. Many people just wish things would stay the same. Why? Because it's simply easier. Here's the truth. Change is an opportunity. Change by design forces us to adapt. The growth of any business is dependent upon how well its leaders embrace change and then manage their teams through the associated ambiguity that comes from change. The former Navy SEAL, Jocko Willink, deals with setbacks, failures, and other challenging situations with one word, good. I love that. When I heard that, I was just like captivated. See, his direct subordinates would pull him aside and with some major problem or some issue, and he would always respond with good. This used to confuse his team until he explained to them that's how he operates. If a mission gets canceled, good. We can now focus on another one. We didn't get the high-speed gear we wanted, good. We can keep it simple, right? You didn't get the job you wanted, good. Now you can go out and get more experience and build a better resume. You got injured training? Good. We needed a break from training. Some unexpected problem emerged? Good. We have an opportunity to figure out a solution. See, teach your team that when things are going bad, don't get all bummed out. Don't get all startled. And whatever you do, don't get frustrated. Just look at the issue and say, good. See, I say this because, well, first of all, I don't want to color something with some positive talk about, but attitude alone won't solve, a good attitude alone won't solve a problem, but neither will dwelling on the problem itself. So we have to learn to see situations for what they are. We have to learn to accept reality and then redirect our attention on focusing on a solution. We got to take the issue, the setback, and turn it into something good. All right, second, every leader has to teach their team, once they change their mindset about a challenge, is how to bring it forward in the right way. See, the manner in which you bring challenges forward will directly impact the speed at which you get the resolution to the problem at hand and/or guidance on what to do next. See, the way you bring challenges forward is either going to send a positive or negative signal to others about you. Imagine being able to raise an issue in such a way that attracts willing helpers, right? See, people bring issues to me all day long. Why? That's my job, right? That's your job too. I teach those I work with to frame the challenges like this. I'm currently struggling with fill in the blank. Here's what I've done so far to address the challenge that worked. list A, B, and C. And guess what? This is what I try to do that hasn't worked the way I had hoped it would. More specifically, I could use some advice on fill in the blank. Do you have any similar experience or thoughts? I'm open to any and all suggestions. Thank you. Did you see how impeccable that language is? You should see the speed at which some of the groups I work with solve problems just by using that framework. It's actually insane. If you want more on this, check out, I did a YouTube video on this, and I think it's called Teach Your Team How to Bring Issues Forward, right? It's on my YouTube channel, so please go check it out. Links also in the description as well. Once your team sees the problem as an opportunity, and then they bring it forward using the framework I just outlined, right? Then and only then can you begin to get them to think about a solution. If you dismiss these first two steps, it's going to elongate identifying a solution. You got to just trust me on this, right? You got to think differently about the problem, and then you got to bring it forward in such a way. The third thing that becomes super simple is when you now bring it forward, is you as a leader have to ask them a series of questions. One, you got to ask them, what do you suggest, right? See, more leaders need to ask this question and then shut up. Right? Many leaders just want solutions, but they haven't helped their team reframe their mindset about the problem, and they haven't taught them how to bring it forward like a professional. And then when they ask for suggestions, they don't create enough space to wait for the answer. See, most leaders are like so quick to move, right? So quick to jump in and solve the problem of the day. They put their firefighting hat on because they think that's the value they add. When in fact, what they're doing is they're robbing their team of a precious learning moment. They fail to teach their team critical thinking skills. See, a leader must learn to ask, what do you suggest? And then literally shut up. I'm being funny, but it's the truth. Regardless of what their answer is, you must then resist the temptation to judge that answer as good or bad, right? Is that employee good or bad? Oh my God, I can't think correctly or whatever. Stop. Instead, ask the important follow-up questions. Okay, if we did X, whatever they suggested, what do you think would happen, right? Get them to think through the ramifications of their solution. Most of the time, they will quickly come up with an alternative plan in which you as the leader have to again resist the temptation to jump in. Instead, ask, okay, if we did Y, what do you think would happen if we did that? Which one, X or Y, feels right? Who else should be involved? What should we do first? And if that worked, what would you do next? Build on each step of the discussion. Trust me, the time you invest in teaching your team critical thinking skills will pay dividends for a long time. Your job as a leader is to remind yourself that the people you wish would bring solutions instead of problems are in fact the same people who actually raised their hand and volunteered to help to begin with. What they need from you is guidance. Teach your team how to think about the problem. That's the mindset shift that I was talking about. How to bring challenges forward then in such a way that activates help and support, and then teach your team the critical thinking skills by learning to master the art of questions. See, new thinkers don't wish others were different. They recognize that as people grow, their needs change. So must your leadership. The moment you, as the leader, show up as a transformer of your business, your life gets infinitely easier because your team gets infinitely better. Okay, if you liked what I shared today, right? If you got, first of all, give it a like, right? Share a comment related to your business, and of course, subscribe, because each week I'm sharing content that will help you and your team, right? Embrace change, focus your efforts, and accelerate results. I'll talk to you soon.